Hi guys, another day, another massive mistake by Rishi Sunak. So he was in Wiltshire, but instead of having a carefully curated audience, including probably questions from Tory councillors pretending to be members of the public, real people were in attendance. The Prime Minister was engaging in typical rhetoric about his plan for the NHS that's working and that voting for Labour would undermine that. He was then challenged by an actual GP who told him that the services were disintegrating. Sunak didn't know how to answer and looked around for help, but the help he did receive just made matters worse for him.
Now, and that shows that we're on the right track.
But the NHS is disintegrating. I am one of 2,500 GPs in this country who are currently unemployed due to your policies. What are you going to do about that? 37,000 GPs will not vote Conservative because of the constructive dismissal of general practice that is currently occurring.
Well,
you cannot employ lesser qualified people instead of GPs. They cannot be replaced. The country is not stupid.
Well, if I could answer...
lesser qualified people are being used to conduct consultations, which are massively complex. Most people we see over the age of 40 have at least 6 different diseases going on at once. They cannot be coped with by half-qualified staff.
Most GPs spend more time on holiday than in surgery, love.
Oh, really? Is that so? You go to your surgery...
My goodness. Okay, I'm apologies for the audio because the lady was far away and the audio isn't really picking up what she's saying. Hopefully you could understand. She was saying, look, your policies have resulted in having fewer GPs. There are people who are not qualified practitioners doing the work of GPs. And there are patients coming in over the age of 40 who have 6 diseases, up to like 6 diseases. And some idiot, probably a Tory councillor, said, well, you should spend more time in your surgery and less time on holiday, love, or something like that. But I want to focus on Rishi Sunak's response. His response was to laugh. To laugh. Is he really this stupid? Somebody's talking about a serious problem. Some idiot on your side tries to make a joke about it. You shouldn't bloody laugh. But it gets worse.
And you will find out how much they earn. The amount that they earn is publicly declared on every website.
Now, if you just mind, so my dad was a GP, but my mum was also a pharmacist. So
that's his response to everything. I know how to run I know how to run the NHS. Don't worry, the NHS is safe in my hands because my dad was a GP and my mum was a pharmacist. This is... I don't know. So the lady was talking about how the government is hiring less qualified staff instead of GPs. This is extremely concerning. The British Medical Association has criticised the additional roles reimbursement scheme, which doesn't allow practices to hire GPs. So if they're not able to hire GPs, what does this mean? It means people who are qualified or are about to be qualified as GPs will be unemployable. And this is starting, I believe, in August. So there's a shortage of GPs. The government have decided we're going to have this scheme where, well, we're not actually going to allow practices to hire GPs. And you have GPs sitting at home who can't work. And Rishi Sunak's response to this is first to laugh and then say, well, don't worry, one of my parents was a GP, so the NHS is safe with me. I don't know what else to say about this. It's just beyond ridiculous. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.